I'm gonna tell you a story. First thing you gotta understand is time does not work the way you think it does. Especially for the poor market. Man, I'm feeling for that market. In the true way. So, I had to stop halfway through. The Pada Pajkadasa, step 15 of the Margihiti pathway, the errand, Balama Na, the fool's manner of dying. So, now that I've done that, I'm Oracle. I'm the one who's talking to you. And now I'm going to go into pApman mode. Well, it is time to talk more to finish of pApman Sangita of the stories we know. Oh, the pApman, the devil we know so well. He's always the baddest of the batter, the pApman of the stories we tell. The primary one, the Ariachiotis of the Karmans Harmiasvapna of the Prima Lumos first light that later became the Ustara or the morning star, the star of the dawn that we know was the devil. The devil is the pApman of the level of the Svarna, and that would be. Oh, I don't mean Svarna, but I mean Stana, please. Stana is the level that we're operating in, and that we be Cholita of a name and end. Cholita, as said, is a song of 4 parts. Top in Amapura and the Astra Tara, astral plane, that's where Ekam Sangita, that's where we start. And then we get to causal Karman, that be the level of the solar Atman. And that be the level of the Iagiotis Paratman. pApman, the primal Lumos, the first light of the Kaladula. Oh, not the Kaladula, but he has that in fact, 'cause he's the Ayadula as a matter of fact. Yeah, 'cause like, the Prima Lumos is the Morningstar, you know, Satan, that guy. And then we get Piranha, Song 3. That's the layer of the itty bitty piranha, please. The level of the Mahasvapna closest to us. Down to the Sangita Mahadesyanata. The dance of the physical Priyadata. Ajiva Atman that oracles of. And also the Mercury of. And when we're talking about the Sula, subtle, at level of causal, we got the Pratibimba of reflection of the mirror image that would be there. That's the level of Pratima minus Ketra, the level of the image in the pictures thereof. And then we get the Chaya Atman, there be the shadows of the behind the layers between. That's the place of shadows, no best. Shy Atman, the shadow self-best. And that's all part of Pezakaba, all part of pandemonium, home of dull demons. And that's because sometimes there is a pApman behind the Pratibimba. When you're looking behind mirror eyes, sometimes the Pana is a narcissistic view of I. 'Cause, as I'm fond of saying, anyone can be Narcissus looking up from a Coke mirror. That's a little bit of Zakuna belief. That's my only love. Perhaps that might be Satyanana or a Satya Abba. But if it is a Satya, I hope it be beautiful in the ways of irony. And then we're moving down, as described by the pApman in the previous of the first I did I. And then we have below, so to speak, Yamadesi Patala though. So Patala is the parts of Naraka, closest to the physical Mahadesya. But then we have Yamadesya, in fact, all of the Westlands of the dead are in fact, and that includes Yamasadana, the dead, the Merton Nether of, or the Death Nether, as opposed to Harmya Nether, which would be the places of the Pranavarnika of the Manavid. And then we get down to the Abyss, down to Abisa where the testing begins. Further down we got Mahazunyata Grey Void, the place we would call Limbo and the place I'll avoid. But that's because it also is an unavoidable fact. Mahazunyata connects everything in Yamasadan and Yamadesya on that side, the Murta side, as opposed to the Harmya side, the living in fact. 'Cause Harmya is the sovereign of the living we. Yamasana is the murder believe. And then we get to Venus of perdition. Then Pralaya, Armageddon. Then every other Naraka would be. Savana, Raka, bottom layers of weave. And up in the Harma we got Dula, Dina, and in the Yamsadana we got Rakadula, and also Naradula 7 ranks, Narakadula 7 Dula in fact, 'cause you gotta believe, whether we like it or not, the fallen angels, if you actually buy in to the testaments, they're fallen angels. They Dula, yo. That's why they can do what they can do. If you buy into angels, but you're not willing to buy into the fact that demons and devils are essentially fallen angels, I don't know what to tell you, yo. But that's more like Zakuna, the Oracle, was talking to you, as opposed to like, I don't know, any particular devil. I'm just saying. Well, then we get the fact that there's also the pApman. pApman the Rakadi Kakadeskirti, the devil of the hell of right judgment and redemption. That's what it's supposed to be with the devil who's talking to the Mercury right now is. And then we have the legions of the Hellway, Savana Rakasatva of the ways, all of the entities of the hells. The will of the wisp, Zaka the bell, the Ramsa or the dwalls of they, all of the kobolds and the knockers of they, underneath the way of the tables, all the way of the ghosties of old, all of the ways of the rocky fold, all the pApman of the devils we know, and sometimes the devils we don't. My, and that would be why I'm gonna wrap up this and that would be talking about, the dark seed. Oh, that's right. If you be way of the Rakta City we, way of the Narakta City Paz Kappa, that would be the way of the warlocks they of. The battle of empires, blood magie, as well as the warlocks of Pascaba weave, Let's go, but Tantra, be careful you. When dealing with the Gotia, for example, you. That would be a Naraka Tantra, though it would be safe if the contracts you know. The contracts you know, I hope you do. Cause that's sometimes that the Gotia do. Cause like here's the thing about like things like the Gotia. Essentially, the reason they're supposed to work the way they do, or they're supposed to work the way they do, is during Arya Yoda, like the Bible war between the Dula and the Narakadula. The Narakadula lost, and part of the terms of the war victory agreement was the alteration of the Namapura of the Gaia, of like the Gaia Dula of Naraka. Like their names changed. God changed their names. Yahweh changed their names. Specifically. By the Old Testament way. I'm just saying. And in a very real way, by the way. Because essentially, the hell I made for my books is essentially hell of redemption. So essentially, I guess I am the devil of that particular hell because I'm the guy who made it in a very literal sense. I'm not saying it's an actual real hell. It'd be pretty cool if it was because like it'd be very functional. It'd be very functional because it's like its purpose is to not punish but to educate. Like, okay, guys, this is why you don't do what you did. We're not gonna hit you. We're not gonna hit you. But we're going to do this huge play around you of us looking like we're torturing each other, and essentially us sometimes actually torturing each other because we're just bored down here. Because that's how demons do. That's how the Bisma do. Like that's how the Akuma, that's how the Bisma do. But like, and you know, essentially all the layers like perdition, like what's it called? Like perdition, like the abyss, like Armageddon. They're all just like essentially places or like demarcations of like how bad is what you did really? How bad is what you did really? Like, I'm not saying you should do this, and I'm just like giving relative scope here, but like, did you kite $10 from a friend? And if so, did you later own up to it without being caught? And did you own up to it by recompensing them the $10 and like something extra and being like, I'm really sorry, yo? Or did you just like, I'm sorry, do something bad? Or like, were you shameless and you're like, nah, that couldn't have happened. And try to like mind screw them. Don't do that. It's rude. Just saying. Like, and if you did something like that, did you do it because like it was just reflex? Because like, oh my god, I'm caught. I don't know what to do. So like, you reflex really light. That happens. Like that's something that like you get like I don't know relativistic like a couple of seconds of Naraka time because like the way I view it, everyone gets like when they die, you know, reincarnation. It's a thing. I'm a Buddhist monk. Do you think I don't believe in reincarnation, especially at this point? What are you doing here? But like, I don't know. Anyway, I rambled a fair amount, and now this second part is building on a 15 minutes. So this is Oracle singing me out. Time to neon to the archive now. I'll be moving on to out of my life. The terrible place the Merc is afraid of. Actually, no, I wouldn't say afraid of. more of trauma is not the same as fear. I would like to end this with. Because America was traumatized, and I'm not going to get a whole lot into it, but it's bad. It's the reason why I almost never edit my videos, and I edited my last one, because, like, Merker ended up saying something that was, like, really scary, because he was traumatized, and so it just kind of came out of his mouth. But, anyway. This is Oracle, singing you out. Sovereign sun, to be safe, dreaming now. Swallow safely, all of ye. From the shadow phoenix, the Magnamire, that would be me. Have a good evening, till I sing the next verse in the way of Potter on the Marga. Ba la marana, the pathway errand, the fool's manner of dying, to meet a good end. Bum, bum, so that's all it ends. Let's see the next verse and let's then begin. Until next time, spot me, save me all then. All you in the tantra, though we please dream safely from Zakuna me. Until next one, see.